Make the ground shake.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESR. It's Pro League time. Benson and Mr. X going to be casting all the games for you this evening, and we're kicking off with an absolute cracker. Optic Nation versus TK.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. I think ON...
Trying to get the energy.
Yeah, the energy's there. I think ON probably takes this one. Looks like the players getting ready in the lobby. And go broadcaster Ben. They're probably actually they didn't change the
mode isn't on.
Yeah, so just waiting for them to get this one kicked off. But who's going to be hosting these games? Who's host for vetoed? That's the important stuff going in tonight.
This is really big. So we'll talk about the maps as well. We'll show you guys those. Hardpoint Solar. We then go over to a Biolab, a Comeback, then we go to a Compound, followed by a Detroit. Okay. So that's going to be the maps, and you'll see them on your screen there. So of course, again, one more time, Solar Hardpoint, followed by Biolab Search and Destroy, Comeback Uplink, Compound Hardpoint, Detroit Search and Destroy. Now, Optic Nation will host map number 1 and map number 4. So they're going to host the Solar, and then they're going to host Compound. Now, love the choice for them to go for after Compound. I feel like that's going to be such a host-heavy map. Very, very small. So many gunfights going to be going on. Your SMG is going to need it. Band hosts as well. This is key. Mochilla from Optic Nation and Sharp from TK.
So you see Miracle's host for ON, which isn't bad. Vegas historically on Xbox. This is like super nerdy. I've been playing Xbox since like the beginning of time.
Tell the people what you know. Go on.
Vegas and Florida are two of the best places that like ping out to other places.
Okay.
Usually when your connection goes out, it goes through a whole bunch of different other places. Vegas, usually some direct connections to everywhere. So Vegas usually pings out pretty well. Now you see the Optic Nation lineup: Bose, Moch, Mir, and Ricky. Talk Moch, his host is banned. Miracle's going to be the one hosting for ON. Going to be looking for Mochilla to still show up though, especially in this game number 1.
I like the choice of Miracle's host, especially in a game number 4 for that Compound Hardpoint. I think that's where he's really going to be allowed to just go at it and really kind of lay down the law, if you will. I think you'll see a lot of kill. Did you cast it yesterday?
Which one?
Compound Hardpoint.
Yes. Crazy.
Oh, you did? How many was the average kill count? Like, it must have been, like, absurd.
The kills weren't too high. A lot of just trading.
Oh, actually, yeah.
But it was that one hill. I believe it's the 4th hill. The one that you have to jump up top, and the hill is just that little center platform. It isn't the outsides. We saw a ton of time taken of those, like full 60s when you were on those.
Full 60s?
It's difficult to get up there. So
EMPs, man.
It doesn't work.
Really? Why? Double EMP?
You have to jump up to the first. You have to win the gunfight to jump up to the first platform. Then you have to get onto that platform. Then you have to win at least 1 or 2 more to get the hill. So it's very difficult, and the spawns are very close. I mean, you spawn super close to that hill.
That makes sense. Let's take a look at Team Kaliber, of course, the opposition for Optic Nation tonight. Excited to see this team in action. Obviously, didn't get to see them yesterday. Sharp with a band host. We should bear that in mind.
Yeah.
Who do you see hosting then for TK? Does it matter?
Not really. I mean, Nameless didn't host yesterday. Don't know if they banned his host. So you can see Sharp's host going to be banned. Nameless, Sharp, Neslo, Theory. I think you probably see either Neslo or Theory get host for TK.
Who would you like to see? If you're on that team, who are you saying, hey, you go host? Who would you pick?
I mean, I give it to Nameless and just let him AR.
Give it to Nameless?
Yeah, why not?
Makes sense. That would be a solid pick.
Yeah, I'd like to see Nameless with that AR host. Looks like everybody in the lobby now, so should get things kicked off any minute. But no, we did the predictions. You took TK.
I did. I kind of went against you. No, looking at who hosts what. See, this is the thing. We should always look at that before we make those predictions, I feel, rather than just kind of looking at it.
And getting both hard points is huge.
Dude,
I mean, they're going to get side pick on the S&Ds.
It's pretty stacked, especially knowing it's
Compound was a pretty
too.
good pick, guys. It's one person
TK
here.
are gonna have to play very, very well.
Yep,
I
one
think
person
that's
out of
gonna
us
be
does their research. Game number 1, loading up now. It's gonna be a solo hard point.
Wow, it's like that. It's like that. Okay.
Excited to get into this one.
Yeah, it should
It's been a while we casted together.
It has.
In the studio.
And already you're
Feels
bullying
good.
me, so it's gonna be a very interesting evening. Let's just put it that way. But without further ado, let's kick off day number 2 of the MLG Pro League Season 3. TK versus Optic Nation. Map number 1 is gonna be a hardpoint solar. Nameless is Bal. Gonna be looking at him throughout the evening and without his games, see exactly how well he's playing across Miracles. It's gonna be host for Optic Nation, so do bear that in mind. He's going to be running the Bal off the break as well. First hill on solar, it's going to be pretty much very, very scrappy play. Just who can try and control this top glass
We
side.
actually saw some teams took a ton of time on the first hill last night.
Really?
Like 30 to 40 seconds. It was kind of crazy, to be honest.
Wow, what was the setup?
You know, a lot of teams running 4 ARs here on the first hill. I believe it was Denial who ran replays as a sub, and he was able to just get down behind. Or we're seeing Bo set up right there. Just pick up tons of time.
Okay, makes sense. Just had that one play, just sit on the hill, everyone else kind of slay around the outside. Pretty common breakout as of yet. For now though, Theory from TK, he's going to be on the hard point, just trying to pick up a little bit of time. Optic Nation were able to pick up 14 points, nothing too significant. Nice shots come in from Ricky as he picks up 1, finds the second as well. That was sharp, he was able to shut down, and Ricky with a 5-3 start here in this hard point solo.
And Ricky's actually a pretty versatile player. You know, coming into, I would say, the start of Ghost, primarily an AR player, now able to run the AR and SMG. You're going to be seeing him do a lot of switching up for this Optic Nation lineup. You're going to see Theory try and set up that next hill. He's going to get taken out. It's going to pop up. Nameless trying to defend it. It's going to be ON getting control here early.
Now Sharp desperately trying to fight for the up top spawn. He's going to be unable to win the gunfight though, and that does give a sigh of relief there for Optic Nation. As Theory tries to break into the hard point, unable to do so. Neslo again trying to sneak around the outside through bottom middle and get that favorable spawn. He should be able to control it now, and TK able to break that hard point. You're going to have Theory and Neslo both up there. Neslo just double jumping up to see if he can find anyone around the outside, unable to do so. Theory now playing for his life. He's desperately one shot, picks up the headshot though, and Miracles challenges the second, but unfortunately no ammo. Easy kill there for Moch.
Yeah, Moch picking up some easy kills at the beginning here. On a 5 streak, Ben, 10-4, 10-5 actually jinxed him a little bit there.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Bo's sitting at 3-8, now 3-9. Gonna need him to come alive. You know, if they're gonna be able to keep this lead. I mean, Owen gonna be up by about 24 seconds here going in the next hill. It's gonna keep extending though as they're gonna take the rest of this garbage time. But Bo's gonna have to go big, getting these kills on rotation here. He's gonna get shut down. TK has a chance to break this garage.
A little bit of shaky shots right there from Embos, and that was a really big gunfight as well, because it would have given them a little bit of side relief, but luckily Moch was in a position to just hold down that spawn, and I feel like Embos recently, a lot of people have been looking at him saying, you know, playing very inconsistently as of late. I mean, what's your stance on Embos right now?
No, he's been playing pretty well, I thought.
Yeah.
You know, Embo's, he gets a lot of, I don't want to say like hate, but you know, a lot of players come down pretty hard on Embos. Fans come pretty hard down on Embos, but usually shows up at events. Usually plays pretty well when the pressure's on. So
it's kind of like the nade shot of Optic Nation, if you will. A lot of people kind of looked at his numbers and were like, oh, you know, this guy's doing his job. Whereas in the game itself, they'd be playing, you know, doing the role that they needed to be doing, baiting, trading, etc., etc. But I don't know. That's just the way I kind of look at it a little bit. Shout out to Moch though. So far, 15-7 for Optic Nation, 15-8 as he does this fall. The score 88-28. So not going well for TK, Matt, so far. What have you seen, which is kind of the reason it's not going as well for them as it should be?
you know, TK, they make those roster moves, Ben, but you haven't seen any great baiting and switching out of these guys. You haven't seen like any teamwork or continuity between the players. It seems like everyone's just kind of running around, just causing chaos. And you know, you saw TJ, he made a tweet. He wasn't too mad about even getting dropped from TK. I mean,
you know, things can't have been good when a player gets dropped and says, "Ah,
he said, he's like, no, well, I felt like I had to drop 40s to win on respawn. Now, I mean, you see, they're still struggling, TK, regardless of the change. It's going to be ON up 140 here, up a full 60 seconds, Ben. Looks like they're going to be able to take this garbage time unless Theory makes an amazing play there. He's going to get cut down. TK, they need to start worrying. Moch was on a 4 streak there. Really, he's been the difference, 19-11 with that AR.
Yeah, he's playing extremely well. And just kind of going back to it, it's interesting because whenever roster changes come through, one of the big conversations that we've been having, you know, throughout AW, Matt, is kind of like, how long will it take for teams to click? Now, you look at this Team Kaliber lineup and, you know, Theory, Sharp, and Neslo, it's not like these guys have never teamed before. That chemistry should kind of be natural. They should already have that there, but as of right now, it doesn't really look as if everything is clicking as well as it should, as you pointed out. Haven't really seen any baiting and switching, none of that stuff that would usually come with chemistry. How long do you foresee it for TK to really kind of settle down?
I mean, this is a team that shouldn't have to really worry too much about teamwork, Ben. I mean, how long has Theory, Nezlo, and Sharp played together? I mean, these are guys who have played together on numerous versions of TK. In the past, you see Nezlo, he's racking up some kills. Theory, he's on a 6th streak of his own. Now TK starting to mount some time here on this final hill, making a 7th spree for Theory. He's got another player challenging from the back. He's gonna not be able to win that gunfight after putting some questionable shots down. Nezlo still on the streak, but TK makes up a ton of time there in that final hill.
Nezlo coming from around the outside with the bow, picks up one. Now going to challenge the hard point. Fakes out a couple of shots, unable to pick up the kill though. And that leaves Nameless now trying to control mid-map. Picks up one, picks up two. Nice headshot there on Ricky. And he's also managed to stay alive. So big play coming from Nameless as he now throws over those couple of Sentexes. Turns around and Nameless really starting to heat up. And judging by the statistics that we kind of looked at yesterday from TK, Nameless was one of the key players in terms of consistency across the board, and not really disappointing the TK fans right now with a 23-15 start. TK as well, somewhat back into this game.
Nameless doesn't drop that 50 in that first retreat last night. TK probably doesn't win that map, so they're going to really rely heavily on Nameless's slaying power to win these respawns. You're going to see it right now. I mean, he's sitting at 24-17, having a very good first half, but still, nobody else really able to get anything going for Team Kaliber.
Nezlo dropping Nameless again, jumps down onto the hard point, picks up one, unable to find anyone else. Theory's going to drop. That's going to be Ricky contesting the hard point. He falls. Very, very chaotic. Start to the second rotation of hard points here on Solar. 138-85 now the score with just under 4 minutes left to play. Optic Nation do lead the game, and it's going to be Miracles at the top of the team. Of course, hosting for Optic Nation 26-19. Has 4 caps to his name. Ricky with a huge 8 caps, putting a lot of pressure down, as well. Theory with 9 leads the lobby. And speaking of Miracles, here he is on that hard point at 26-19, 27-19 as he picks up another kill, but unfortunately immediately traded.
I feel like Miracle's been pretty underrated in Advanced Warfare.
He really has.
Yeah, I feel like he never kind of gets the... Like, we always talk about Killa and Miracles, and then we end up talking about Killa. We never actually end up talking about Miracles. But Miracle's a very talented player. I mean, he can do everything that you would want, a very aggressive, dominant sub to do. I mean, we see it right now. I mean, kind of, don't want to say he's carrying this ON team, but really the one in the slaying department that's going to put up the big numbers. He can play with anybody. I mean, you saw at the end of Black Ops 2, kind of struggled to find a team, ended up playing with that cursed team, Gfinity 2. And towards the end of that, then he kind of finds his way on ON in Ghost, after some issues with, Curse Las Vegas. But Miracles has always been a fantastic player all throughout. I feel he's very underrated in Ghost as well.
And really good aggressive SMG play. And a lot of players have started talking about Miracles again recently, saying just exactly what you said, that man. Very underrated play, doesn't really get the love he deserves. But back to this, in terms of the score of the game, 179-107. It's kind of deja vu, what we saw in the first rotation of Hills, Matt. Optic Nation built up a big lead and then kind of let it slip a little bit towards the second to last and final hill. Do you think that's going to happen again here, or is this Optic Nation's game?
No, I think this is Optic Nation's game. I mean, you see TK not getting close to this hill at all. I mean, Ricky doing a nice job picking up one there, but Owen doing a great job pushing out those hills. They are going to be up almost 100 here going into this top hill bet. It's going to be almost impossible for TK to make the comeback.
I mean, last time we were at this hill, it was, what, plus 60 points for Optic Nation? So the lead definitely increasing. And Miracles picks up his 38th kill. Turn around. Can he find 39? No, he can't. But he's primed and set to drop 40 here in the first game of Day 2 of Season 3 Pro League. Moch comes in from the side, picks up one. Only 9 bullets left, allows his teammate to pick up the kill. Turns over towards Dirt Road. Unfortunately, can't clean anyone else up, but Miracles now looking for number 40. Does he get it? Yes, he does. 40-26 with just shy of a minute and a half left to play.
Big game out of him, but what I love out of Moch's play so far in this game, Ben, is that he knows his role. He's not supposed to be near the hill. He's just going to be posted up with the AR, picking up kills. And he doesn't ever try and do too much. You feel like Moch knows his role, just does what he's supposed to do, and then relies on his teammates to do everything else. Sometimes we see when teams start to get behind or they get too ahead, I mean, players just playing a little bit lazy, to be honest, just kind of doing different things that they normally don't do. Moch always going at 100% all the time. He knows that his job is to basically be a standstill, post up AR, pick up tons of kills. He does that, and if his teammates don't do the other work, then they lose, but it's not his fault. He knows how to play. Always consistent game to game. Moch, a very talented player.
Yeah. Optic Nation coming out very strong here in game one as Miracles just can't quite finish that kill off there. A little bit unfortunate. Looking at the rest of the scoreboard, you know, Moch, he's actually about to drop 40 as well. 30 seconds left. He's looking for 2 more kills. Actually, have a look at Moch's screen. Oh, I don't think he's going to be able to reach 40, but doesn't matter anyway. And of course, individual stats. The game over and has been for quite some time. Optic Nation going to go 1-0 up in the series.
He had a great game at a Nameless, too, for TK. And look at that, but just kind of wasted. TK not able to make anything happen, and it really kind of hurt them around the OBJ.
47 and 30 now.
Yeah.
47 and 30 for the loss.
He's almost,
I feel like
dropping another 50, to be honest. But nobody able to win any gunfights in the hills. I mean, right? You know, at that point, when your AR is almost dropping 50 kills, you have to look at the SMG players or the players playing around the hill or TK. And that's really where you're going to be looking at it. I mean,
that was an unbelievable performance.
Neslo and Sharp around the hill. Sharp, 29 kills. You'll get the players playing around the hill, 4-0N. Miracles stands out right away, 44 kills.
Yeah, completely right there. And there is a look at that scoreboard, a 44 and 33 performance from Miracles, and that 1.33 KD. But Nameless on the other side, a 1.57, 47 and 30. Had 6 caps as well, 2 defends to his name, but unfortunately just not enough there for Team Kaliber. Optic Nation lead the series 1 map to 0. For now, quick commercial break. When we return, jumping into map number 2.